My fellow RE fans out there, some really cool news happened today regarding Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I couldn't help but make just a little video talking about it quickly, and that is that Resident Evil 4 Remake is at this point the fastest selling Resident Evil game in history. Right now today, Capcom made a tweet talking about the fact that it has hit the milestone of selling 9 million copies. Currently, right now as we speak, Resident Evil 2 Remake has the highest selling copies overall, which is at 14.5 million, but that was actually over a course of 5 years in total. So these actual statistics put RE4 as the fastest selling Resident Evil right now at this period of time, because at this period of time, I've got some stats here that actually show that Village at this moment in time only sold 7.9 million, RE7 was 6.1 million, RE3 was 5.2, RE2 was 7.8 and RE6 was 5.9 million. So yes, RE4 is actually at this moment in time the fastest selling RE, and I honestly couldn't be happier. Now, will this mean that RE4 Remake actually tops RE2 Remake as the fastest selling one or overall selling one? I don't know in the long run, but right now it's a really cool milestone for RE4 Remake to hit actually. I've made it no secret on this channel that RE4 Remake is my most favourite Resident Evil that they have made, Capcom themselves, since the original RE4. I've not really been a fan of the new directions of the games, but RE4 Remake I feel is actually the best one they have made in a long time. In my honest opinion, it kind of sucks that Capcom have not been taking advantage of how popular Resident Evil 4 Remake has been over the years since its release. Like, I for one, I really wanted more DLC costumes and more longevity given to the game so that we could replay it more, so it had more replay value for a lot of us. I would have absolutely loved to have seen like a new difficulty added to the game as DLC down the line, Professional Plus, just more reasons to play this absolute amazing Resident Evil experience that I personally think it has. I've made videos on the channel talking about why I think it is the best Resident Evil in a long time, and I just feel like Capcom have been missing out. I even would have loved like a what if DLC scenario being made by Capcom, just to give us more stuff to play and keep the longevity of this game going. I'd love to hear what you people think about that, because Capcom in this day and age seem very anti-DLC nowadays, and I can't help but feel like it's kind of hurting the growth of their existing games, like Resident Evil 4 Remake. They could have made another little campaign like Separate Ways, and not have it been count as the canon or something, but just imagine a little like scenario where we played as Wesker, for instance, and it didn't have to like fit into the canon. It was just a fun little mini game that we could have played, kept the longevity of the game going. I would love to see stuff like that from Capcom in the future, but like I say, they do seem very anti-DLC at the moment. It does feel like they're just more content on focusing on games going forward, which I'm not saying is a bad thing or anything, but they should at least look back at some of the games and wonder if more DLC would be good to release in the long run. Obviously right now we're all eagerly awaiting what we think the next game is gonna be. I've personally said I think it's gonna be RE9. Capcom have already announced games like the new Okami coming and the new Onimusha, but those games are years away. More than likely we will be playing another Resident Evil before those games come out, but I would like to hear your opinions on what you actually think it will be. Like I say, I actually think it might be Resident Evil 9, but the more time goes on, you kind of like wonder in the back of your mind, will they release like another little remake along the way? Resident Evil 0 has been rumoured to be made in the background, as well as RE5 Remake, and which one would you guys actually prefer? What ones would you want to see made next? I still think RE9 is the way to go, but I wouldn't rule out the possibility of them delaying RE9 to make it even better. And I would love it to actually follow exactly kind of similar what RE4 Remake is like, and if the sales are proven right here, that means that maybe Capcom might switch up development a little bit and make it a third-person game over a first-person game. You never know. Nonetheless, I'd love to hear what people think about this milestone that RE4 Remake has hit. I'm personally like over the moon as it being one of my most favourite Resident Evils since the OG RE4, and I can't help but look forward to Resident Evil in the future. And if 9 is the next game coming, I would very much like them to follow a structure similar to RE4 Remake, because I just think it was a great game from beginning to end. I'd love to hear your opinions on it, guys. Let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one.